All right, what's happening? We got another guest blade appearance. This is the Hoback Knives Sumo. This is from Jamie Loves Knives. He sent me, I think, my last knife that I did as a guest blade appearance. So he offered to send me this one. You can see I used it a little bit. This knife has been one that's interested me for a long time. So when he said, hey, do you want to check out, he gave me a kind of a list of his knives he was willing to, and I was like, yes, I really want to check out the Sumo. I've been on the fence back and forth about buying one, but it's so nice when you have people that send you stuff like this because you don't have to always spend the money. So I get to check it out without spending the money, and then if I love it, I'll buy one, right? So what you get typical with the Hoback is you get the Hoback knives, a little card signed by Jake with the Psalms 23. That's his saying there, overall length and all your specs. So closed is 4 inches, blade is 3 1/4, overall 7.325. It's 20 CV. Thickness, I mean, you guys could read that. I'd just leave it there. Maybe not. This titanium handle. This is the DLC version with purple anno accents. Looks really nice. The weight is 4.6 ounces, so it's kind of a chunky little guy. Not a very big knife. Move that box out of the way. Compare it to the small Arian. It's about the same size, maybe a titch bigger. How about the 80-20.5? Definitely smaller. How about the Malibu? Another button lock. I thought this would be a good one to compare to because it's another button lock design. Definitely smaller. So it's like a small chunky knife versus like a thinner, longer knife. But it's beautiful and the action's freaking amazing. Like it's just super fidgety. Like it's just drops shut. You can open it with, it's got these blade stops that act as thumb discs, or not thumb discs, but almost like thumb studs, or you can just use the fuller to middle finger flick it, or you can use that side for your thumb stud deployment. And there's actually like, I don't know if this is intentionally a flipper, because it's not great, but it works. It's not like rocking out because the detent's not set up for it, but it can also be flipped using that part of the blade. So, and it's kind of really recessed, like it kind of matches up here with this back spacer. So dig that. I love the overall aesthetics of the knife. I love the lock mechanism is great. The action's really good. The size is a titch smaller than I typically like, but very carryable, very doable. Well, I say very doable. Carryable, not so much. So let's get to that. So let's talk about the different aspects. So it's got a super fidgety, fun action. I like the aesthetics a lot of the knife. It's got one glaring defect, and I'm just gonna get it out of the way first, because why not, right? and this is a known, I wouldn't say defect. I don't mean to say that, but it's a negative. It's not necessarily a defect. It was designed that way, but that's one thing that I don't understand is why. And everyone that's watching this video is gonna know what I'm talking about. It's this, the old pocket clip. Yeah, for this expensive of a knife, which comes in the $550 range typically, it's not really carryable. Like, for me anyway, the first thing when I got this out of the box, and I remember Lefty EDC's review, and he actually had his Sumo clip modified, but first thing, I was like, what? This clip is just the worst hotspot I think I've felt on a clip ever. It's bad. It like sticks into your hand. It's sharp. It just like any grip. I think this is the only grip that I was able to get to work. So if you're fine having one grip on the knife, where you kind of choke back and use your thumb here and use it that way, then you don't feel the clip. But I think your normal, hammer grip or whatever, just the normal grip I would instinctively pick up the knife for, I feel a horrible hotspot. It's just bad. Like, I get with the design aspects of the knife, it makes sense. It flows really nicely from a design standpoint, but it's the whole purpose of a knife is to carry and use, right? Yeah, if you're just gonna sit and fidget with it and not carry it and just, you don't care about that, then this is the knife for you because it's super fidgety. It's super good looking. It's got really high quality fit and finish, but for me, it's like, that's a deal breaker. I won't carry a knife that has that bad of a hotspot. And I won't use a knife that has that bad of a hotspot. So to me, I use all my knives. All my knives are users. There's no such thing as a safe queen in my collection. And I will literally get rid of knives because they don't have good pocket clips. And this is the most glaring issue of this knife, especially at this price point. I like the design, would love to see the clip reimagined. I'm not sure how. I don't have maybe move it down here and have it flow with this groove here, because that's one part of the problem is the placement of the clip. But more so than the placement is how it flares up right here. And this edge right here is kind of sharp. I'm not sure what Lefty had done to his to modify it to make it usable. He was selling his recently. That tells me something there. But he's like, hey, do you want to buy it? And I was like, well, Jamie's sending me one, so I'm going to check it out first. And maybe the one he had with modified was carryable and usable, but this one's not, in my opinion. It just instantly hits you right in the middle of the hand. It's pretty bad. Like, it's kind of mind-blowing. So, and if you were to actually hard use this knife or use it, you would feel that hot spot all day. It would just be painful. Yeah, so as a fidget toy, as a collection piece, sure. That's not really what my channel is about, what I'm about. You guys know that. So for me, it's a no-go, because I would be upset if I paid $550 for this and knew the clip was this bad. All right. That aside, the clip aside, the knife itself is awesome. If he changed the clip design, or maybe just level that out so it didn't flare up so much, because to actually carry the knife, the clip works great. As far as putting it in your pocket, in and out, there's a lot of gap, there's a lot of space there. It's really just this flare up. So maybe, yeah, modifying that makes it a lot better. I still don't love the placement this high up on it's just not the norm. Like, if you look at, there's a little gap between there. Look at that one, it's right in the middle. Look at I think I could pull out every knife in my collection and it wouldn't be like that. I think there's one other knife I've had that was like this and I didn't love it either. That's more in the middle of the handle, So it's just not a good spot for a pocket clip in the first place. I get from a design aspect, but yeah, overall, it's a deal breaker for me. I think it will be for most people, unless you just want a button lock to fidget with, but then just find yourself a Malibu, because you can do the exact same kind of fidgeting with this as you can that, but it's a very usable EDC knife. So anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap up the video. I really do appreciate Jamie for letting me check it out. He definitely saved me $500 and something buying one of these, because I really have been looking at them pretty heavily. The action's great. The fidget factor is super fun, but as an actual cutting tool, because of that hot spot, it's just really not useful. I've used the blade for just minor stuff and it was fine. Like, if you're really, really light duty, then sure, this would be fine, which is what a lot of guys use their knives for anyway. But for me, it's just a no-go. So, but it's a great, aesthetically, a really cool looking knife. It's made in the USA, which is awesome. But yeah, that clip is just a glaring issue. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you next time.